Welcome back, my warriors, to more GreedFall. Last time we had told the Mother Cardinal about the findings with St. Matthias, and now she's decided to tell everybody in the village. I don't know if this will have like an effect on our part since she's the one who made the decision. She actually tried not to the first time because I chose a lot of the wrong things to say, but it's not like the game can tell me whether what I will say would be bad or good, and that was very questionable. But now we have Petrus who's ready to, I guess, say sorry or get in our good graces by showing us where we came from, or the village we came from, or our mother came from. So we're going to take Vasco West because he believes that the knots can help. So first we got to talk to Vasco. No, not Vasco, Petrus.
Have you thought about my offer? Do you want to go and find your real family?
Yes, I'm ready now.
So, we should go.
Alright. That's Admiral Cabral. Yeah, alright. Alright, we're here with Admiral Cabral.
You have come at the right time, Your Excellency. I am in a delicate situation and your help would be invaluable.
I'm listening, Admiral.
Captain Reuben warned me that he suspected a member of his crew of being a spy. It is almost certain she sent secret navigation information to foreigners.
Why ask me to take care of it?
This is a very serious accusation. One that results in a member of the guild being expelled. The Norts are like a family, very connected, but also likely to carry resentment. I think an external view is required to be certain that there will be no bias. Anyway, their ship is anchored at New Serene. Your authority will allow you to get more answers than us.
I see. What is the exact nature of the information that could have been sent?
It's up to you to find out. But all the Norts know how we navigate our ships. You've seen the techniques we use, and you know we want to keep them secret.
I agree. Where can I find Captain Reuben?
At the port in your town. You know his ship. It was Captain Vasco's before he landed. I'm counting on you, Your Excellency. We must shed light on this case.
Okay. Okay, so this is something else. This isn't actually this about our mother, so...
I have come to talk to you about a personal matter.
After what I revealed to you, I was sure you would come back to find me. What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships, of an islander captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions, and our old archives are far from here.
Is there no one on Tier 3D who can help us? Please.
Very well. I do know an old captain who could perhaps help you out.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Captain Lissandro.
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
De Sardet?
Yes, Admiral?
Don't get too caught up in the past. That one in particular. Nothing good will come of it.
Whether or not we choose to get caught up in it, Admiral, the past always catches up with us. Sadly, I'm paying the price of this.
Okay. So yeah, she wants us to do something else, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go straight to Hikmet. We'll come back and do hers. In time, because we need to get our reputation up with the knots.
Took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Okay, so we just spawned to the house and they were talking. Let's go. Alright, so there's a port on to the left. This is where we found Vasco's brother, I believe. Not in this area, but... well, yes, in this area. Oh, I can also break down this wall. Beautiful. Now I can go back here for no discernible reason. Yep, no discernible reason at all. Okay. These are the ports. Yep. And he's over here. There he goes.
Hello there. My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I am Captain Lissandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. How odd. Well, what can I do for you?
Okay, we can ask him about other stuff. The port, the island before. Okay.
Do you know this port well?
Oh, I know it all right. I've been mooring my ship here for over 15 years. It's a safe harbor, well protected from the winds and away from the reefs.
And before that?
Before? I don't really know what you mean. Before, there was nothing but the coast itself, I imagine.
Did you know the island before all the colonists arrived?
Yes. Now that's going back a bit. And it isn't a topic for somebody who isn't one of our own.
So tell me what it was like when the Alliance first began to settle here.
It was still wild, dangerous, and very beautiful. But all that has changed now.
Did you see this city being built?
Almost before my very eyes. I saw it grow as fast as you're breathing right now. But it was barely more than a port and a couple of huts surrounded by forest in the beginning. And then the trees began to come down, and the houses began to sprout up. It happened at a crazy pace, but I'm not sure that many good things came of all that change.
Okay.
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You are the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember. And yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
From one captain to another, if you would allow me.
Captain Vasco? I'm listening.
You said it yourself. A child was born at that particular time. A seaborn. And we always help one of our own.
Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village, of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. de Sardet was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
Actually, I learned that like a day ago. I'm pretty sure a whole day has went by. But yeah, Ulan. Hey! I hope I'm not related to him. Goodness, man. If I'm related to Ulan, I'm gonna... I have some words. Because what he pulled on that other time, it's just not... Nah. This would be more of an insult, if anything. But we can't let the past hold us down, so... Let's go talk to him. We know him well, so... he shouldn't have any trouble giving us the answers we need. So where's my house? Right here? Yep. Should I bring Ciota with me? Nah, she's been as useful as she can be. Alright, we're here in the village of Ignumri. Sorry, hiccup. Ulan, buddy. Let's talk. Wait, let me steal some of your stuff first. I mean, we could be family, so we should at least share what we have.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwin. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago. But I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes, Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Arelwin was a renowned healer across all of Teofradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
Thank you. Now we gotta go find Slain.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others.
This would have been useful to know when we did this earlier. But no reason to look at the past. Let's move forward. Oh, look at this.
There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find her.
The islanders protect their Donegada. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
And we learned a few words from Ciota. Maybe I should bring Ciota with me. This would probably help. But bringing Vasco was actually much more useful because Vasco was a captain. You know what? Man, Ciota's playing such a huge role in my life right now. I don't want to tell Vasco to leave because we don't really play with him a lot. You know what? I'll do what I need to do. Come on, Vasco. It's your adventure time.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I'm looking for the village Donegad.
Oh, And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Denegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I'm extremely grateful.
Alright. The Western Plains? Where is that? Is it far? Doesn't seem too far. Nah, it's not too far. Okay. It's just over there where we fought the Nadok. I don't remember which one. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. We go over here to the index. We have creatures. Go ahead and put these up. Lowlands, common fauna, Nadoks. Alright, so as you can see, there are messages. And aside from the Magman, which we fought, the one we just fought the other time was the Vindaman. Vidaman. So yeah, and this was the one we fought in the arena. So yeah, we fought all the creatures. Even this unknown creature, which I think is probably one more Nogdog type. I think it was this one, but it's kind of different. No, it's not. No, it's this one. Yeah, I know it's this one. But as you can see, I don't have enough information about the Glenman or the Frostman. So those are the two where we have to get more notes. So yeah, let's go ahead and head over there. I was thinking whether to bring Ciora or not, but I decided not to. We gotta let Vasco take some time, see how he works out. He also uses poison on his blade, so that could be very useful. Hopefully no one tries to attack me while I run down here. I believe the next skill I would get is probably Lockpick 2. That or Intuition. Yeah, yes, this way. That's fine, that's fine. Good job. I gotta give him a new gun too. Come on, sit down. You're too slow. Stop stopping me. Man, these bears aren't hitting for anything. We're good. Come on, show up. Nice. Alright.
There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals. It looks like she may be in danger.
Yes, she is.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Stop her. Come on, attack him with the magic. Nope. Good job.
How do you feel, madam?
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Denegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or rather, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
A Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sardet.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Arelwin, who died far away from us all, and divorced Tirce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved Arelwin. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Magum. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative, and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good, for once in my deceitful life. For you, and for her. I hope the Enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.
That's what I'm talking about. Alright, but we can't talk to Slain anymore. That's unfortunate. Alright, guys. I wonder what would have happened if we had Siora with us. Let me talk to Petrus. Petrus!
My dear child, what can I do for you?
Alright, nice. We never asked him about this, did we?
What was your role at my uncle's court? Were you already an ambassador?
No. But I was part of the embassy. I had only just started my career as a diplomat back then. Ptolemy was hoping to convert the congregation, and they had sent me to spread the word. I tried to teach you some of the basics because you had a predisposition for magic, but you were so young. You preferred to run around the halls with a wooden sword in hand, chasing your cousin.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Alright, well that's the end of the storyline with Petrus. Now we just gotta work on Siora. If she'll actually open up. Okay, so with that, I guess we can continue on with the side quest. But here's the thing. You know how we just... Okay. You know how we just ran into that quest with the Admiral? Her asking us to do something for her? There are quests like these all over the island. And I don't know if I continue the mission, will all these quests go away? Like, I know I've held this off for a long time. I'm actually going to take you guys to, let's see, back to Vidrad, the Redwoods, and go to that village. Because there was one villager or native who was talking to me. Let me actually compose all of my companions and put Siora on, because she'll probably be useful. Sorry, Vasco. I'll put them back on when we do the side mission. So we're gonna go there and see what that mission is about, because I've held this up for like a long time. So Vigja? Yeah, I think this is the village. You know what? I should have brought Kurt with me, since we don't need you know who. So as you can see, there's some guy who needs us to help. Man, I wish I could find a camp. Let me go to a camp first. I should have put Kurt on. Here we go. Got our companions. Let's take Petrus off. Compose team. There we go. Nope. Alright, so let's go find the guy who wants to talk to us. Is he up here or down? I think he's down here. Yeah.
Oi, can you come and see me? Bird tear to mud. Thank you for coming to talk to me. You are on Olmanawi, but you also look like a Lugaid Blau.
Lugaid Blau? Is that what you call the congregation?
Yes, those who have yellow eyes on their banner.
They're coins. But to answer your question, yes. I'm the legate of the congregation.
Is legate the Renaikse word for on Olmanawi?
No. It means that I'm in charge of diplomatic relationships with the other nations.
So I was right. You will be able to help us. Some of your clan are preventing us from accessing one of our sacred glades.
Really? Why would they do that?
Several seasons ago, some men from your clan came to ask us for wood for their houses. There were some old trees in this glade, so we let them do what they wanted. At first, everything was fine. But then they cut down too many trees. So we wanted to heal the place, plant some new trees, but they won't let us come close. Their bod irony, their warriors, are stopping us from doing so.
I could investigate.
Yes, please. You must tell them that they have to let us heal the glade.
Alright, assess the situation at the Sin Glade. So yeah, this was the mission that I felt was important. And I'm going to say it's probably dealing with something with Kurt, so we'll go ahead and do this one. I know I should probably, well, not really. There's a lot of side missions to do, so we'll deal with this. I have no qualms hurrying up, you know, with the side mission. I mean, not the side mission, well, yeah, I think I said it correctly. I have no real reason to hasten the main mission. Let's go ahead and do these side missions and get as much as we can done and learn as much as we can. Oh, okay, yeah, it's this area. It's this area. And I think it is the coin guard. Alright. I think it's the coin guard. I'm not too sure. Maybe the people of Teleme. Yeah, maybe the people of Teleme.
We do not want to shed blood. We want to give life back to the earth.
Do you not understand that these woods...
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back.
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it.
You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
The Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. But the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see him.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in.
Alright. Let's
Do
go.
not force us to use our weapons.
Okay, he's out here.
We want to shed blood. We want to give life back to the earth.
Do you not understand that these woods are sacred?
Hello, Doctor. I am the legate of the congregation. I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. They're here. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
All right. I don't need science. I love it.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue, blood at the corner of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. Strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses, so I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these three men be poisoned?
Ask her who entered the barracks. Ask her about what they drank. Yeah, that's poisoning.
Did they drink anything in particular?
They like to drink their fills in the evening. Life is dreary here. But if the poison was in the alcohol, I'd also be on the pile of corpses.
Alright, it wasn't something they consumed, or drunk at least.
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. We don't know enough about the region's plant life. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise we eat game. Yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, we'll see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
Alright, let's talk to these hunters then. Because there must be something wrong with their game. That and they're trying to poison them. That or they're trying to poison them. Not and. Oh man. Search for hunters in the area. There are also beasts on this side as well. And hopefully, they can probably see me. They're up here on the hill. If I can get past, I probably won't have to fight. Yeah. We're good. Except for these over here on the left. They'll probably find us. Alright, we should be good. Yo.
Some Renaigse around here.
That doesn't happen often. Do you want something?
You're very isolated here. Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story. Matir, will you tell him?
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man. But he wasn't my Minundanem. I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love for all my life. As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
There. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
Okay, I don't understand what that meant, but let's continue looking for the hunters. I thought this would have been them because I saw these few up here, but I guess not. Let me see, is there another hole? Yeah, there probably is. Let me go ahead and get back here behind this, because you can already see the little monsters or creatures over there. Let's get this bull. Yeah, you can't see me. Oh, there are two. No. There you go. Ah, couldn't hit him. Put him down. Destroy it. Nice.
Atoi! This is our prey, Renaiksi. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
Okay. Justify yourself. Go straight to the point. Yeah.
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp. But the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vigigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an andrig killed by a venomous dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaigse invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You are the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance. And I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
The Vegigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sardet or Sillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict, without violence.
Alright, let's go talk to him then. I'm gonna have to go somewhere though, so... yeah, I'll head over to Cur do Sillon, no, whatever we call him. Alright guys, we're heading up here to Sardet do Sillon. I think I called him Cur before. Goodness, man.
Sardet or Sillon?
The Sardet, my young student. What can I do for you?
Alright, Saffron, conflicts around, yeah.
I have come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigidor. They want to be able to access a clearing, exploited by our woodcutters, to heal it. To reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them, and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago, but tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Laurine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again.
You have proved yourself useful. Thank you. Let's go look through the old archives, which are probably down there with that governor guy. Not governor guy, the taxman, or... I don't remember who he was. But yeah, let's try and keep a war from happening. So, over here, right? No? The old archives are... okay. This seemed like the only other place with books, so... well, no it's not. Because each one of these palaces have a under area. And there's an archive for it. Here we go. There's a whole other room on the side of this wall. Here it goes. Property deeded on the logging expedition. Following negotiations between Chief Dunkas and Governor de Morange over lands in the Suara region, it was hereby decided that the negotiated lands would henceforth be the sole and exclusive property of the merchant congregation for the purpose of carrying out a logging activity. Access to this area is not restricted to members of the congregation. Alright, let's go to Madame Mirage. Or Marone. I can't be doing that each and every time for these names. Accenting them. Because I know I'm butchering them. So she should be at her house. Man, it's been some time since we come back to the town. Aside from going to the Admiral.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigidor. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Corsilion. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Sir de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed. And I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we could exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve. But several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
Okay, this is now starting to raise flags for what the natives might do. We either take the chief or we take the men who gave the meat. Now, we already said it was due to the chief that they were, but he just said that the chief may have disapproved of it. Okay. Let's go talk to Dunkus and see what's gonna happen. I may also have to save before we continue, just in case I mess something up. Alright, we're here in Vigyemidal. I forgot the name already, I'm sorry. Let's go down here and talk to the chief. Oh, he's in his house. He should have told me. I'm running all the way down here. Why did he just move back into his house? Like, when has that ever happened? Alright.
Bertir Tumad. I am Dunkas, the Mal and the Donegad of the Yigidor. You're very strange for Renaise. Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugair Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were On Almanawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us after all. What brings you here, On Almanawi?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely, to accomplish your rituals or heal the area. And the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the oakerberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died after eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous Dawson tats.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochre berries...
We know that you are responsible for this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoixe to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugair Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugair Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
Alright, so you only have until I finish this mission to live. Or at least be free. Let's go outside. Alright. So the area he's talking about, blood price. Goodness man, these missions go on forever. Oh, it's in the same Sardet area. Okay, yeah. I found a way to come from behind there through, I think, well not here, from here, Dodrag. And I got behind some rocks. I wonder if they're talking about the same place. But we're gonna stop it here, guys. Next time we'll continue on with this side mission until we can finally get the other guy into our custody, you know, justice for those loggers that he let die. And I understand what he was saying, but he shouldn't have done that regardless, you know? And hey, his own leader told him he shouldn't have done that, so you already know he was messing up. But we'll continue back there, telling those people to stop digging, maybe even have to fight them. And we have Kurt and Siorda, but none of them except for Siorda have talked, so... Kurt, come on. I need to hear your voice at least once in a while. You're like the bro to me, okay? So please talk, because I think it's been a long time since I last heard your voice say something aside from Petrus, or whenever you were with me in Petrus. And we never had Vasco and Kurt for too long together. They may have good conversation. I don't know. But yeah, guys. With all that said, I'll see you next time.